Grakkis is a sand-swept desert ruin. Once home to a planet-spanning forest of unfathomably large trees, it is now that forest's graveyard. Its stone-like petrified remains like looming monoliths through the ages. It was not our plan to come here, but our ship, the Scarab, had other ideas. We fell out of hyperspace with Grakkis looming before us and are now forced to land. We are a science team, not explorers. Hopefully our training will save us, along with our trusted AI helper, Luna, to find a way back off this barren waste of a planet.
Hey everybody, it's Doug here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our third episode of Unsettled as we play the planet Grakkis, the second planet from the base box. We are playing Task A, which we have not even completed the first segment, and we're halfway through our game. So I think we're not doing very well, but we're going to keep trying. And of course, I did make a mistake that I need to correct. It's an important one. I'm not going to go backwards, but I'm going to correct it right now.
Oh, Doug. Your mistake has been duly noted. Fee and Alice might need a new human navigator soon.
It has to do with this lovely track here. So when Fiona got impaired, I always forget this part. A lot of people do, I've noticed. It's something you forget. One gain resolved the storm effect. And so I went and resolved the storm effect, but if the crew, oh no, that's right, if the crew has 4+ distress, which we don't, so we didn't have to do that. I almost made a mistake trying to fix what I thought was a mistake, which would have pushed this down. It would have done that, and also flipped our tiles over, which I thought we would have done, but we didn't. We're actually okay there. Whew, okay, I'm glad I reread that. Sorry, Luna, I didn't make a mistake. Well, at least in regards to that. But let's just dive right in. You know, in our last episode, we were trying very hard to collect enough resources to get up there and build the accumulator pylon in that corner, and then we have to race to the other corner and try and do the same thing. It's going to be very, very hard. I don't know how we're going to do this. In fact, I think I spent too much time trying to get up into here to do it, so I think we're in trouble. We'll see. But we do have a really cool new ability if we can gather some more data and stop only rolling one on our die to identify data, and that's this: execute reverse Y33T, place an explorer one node closer to Luna's node. That's really powerful, by the way. It's very powerful in this scenario. So we're going to have to use Luna very effectively in that. But let's get started. We're going to take, I think, Fiona's turn. By the way, little secret I found in my editing tools, how to edit out the noise of the air conditioner. So now I can film more because I couldn't figure out how to do that. And the air conditioner was taking over the audio, basically, in my studio. But with me being able to remove that, I can actually record during the day. Now, why do you say? Well, of course you can record during the day, but I'm in Texas. So like at 7 this morning, it was almost 80 degrees. It's going to be 100 and something today. So yeah, can you imagine being in a studio shed with a metal roof, trying to film with no air conditioning? Yeah, fun. But we're good now. So you might hear if you hear the air conditioning, let me know, but try and edit it out of each clip. We'll see how well that works. All right. With that being said, we're going to get right on with Fiona's turn. Now, she is in this space here. It will cost her time to move there. I don't know if I'm willing or interested to do that. I am grounded, but I was grounded when I was already in space when I'm grounded, so I didn't get the cool materials there. However, we do need data. He can't get data anyway, or she can't get data rather. Anyway, I think what we're going to do, because it seems her free move, I can actually no, because I don't want to spend the data, so I can't do that. For her free move, she's actually going to move to the Scarab, okay, and then we're going to do something else here. We get there, now we cross this line, so we're going to go up 1 on the science track. That means that we're getting closer to having a chemistry breakthrough, which is great. We're very close. We need to get our Alice up on the engineering track so we can build the pylon. We got to do that. So that's going to be an important thing for this turn, which leads me to Fiona's first dice action. She goes back to the Scarab, and then what she's going to do is start to theorize. Now it's going to, because she used her her wonder die. It's going to give her one and somebody else one, so that's going to take her to 1. This will go up to here. We're getting close to a breakthrough again, and it will move up 1 there for Alice. Now, I already know that the die I'm going to rest is going to be this one because that's going to tick it up 1, which is great. We'll do that. And that will also move our time marker 1. And you can do that in any order. I haven't ended my turn yet. I'm just plotting and planning, but I'm doing it as I go because it's a lot easier, especially when you're doing the camera. We do need to pick up data, but there are materials, which there are some there. However, if I use this die to do it, we're kind of hosed. However, I think I can do this. I can get it done. Yeah, I think I can get it done with Alice. So I think we're going to use this for something else. What will we use it for? Let's see. She could traverse and get onto this spot here again, or we could explore and traverse there. Might be good that she starts doing that, though she's getting awfully far away from Luna. She's safe in the Scarab. I want to keep her at least 1 space away from Luna, so I don't think it's a good idea to move her farther away. What else can she do? She can support. It says another local. Okay, that's not going to help. It's local. Traverse, recover, and rest are the only other options. Now, her recover is impaired, so that's going to be difficult. We can't really do that. I'm not sure. We could investigate, but we can't investigate on the Scarab. The other space is already investigated. I could have investigated before I left that space, but we didn't. And I don't think that's going to be the best move. Now, we've already done our free move. So if I were to move again, I would have to traverse. She does really good with traversing. It would actually increase her ability. And there's no time. You know what? We're going to do that, actually. We're going to traverse. We're going to go here. This will move her to this space 1 step. There's no time cost there. Move her 1 space over here. That way she's closer to Luna. Not great, but she does get another insight, which is good. Kind of a weird, weak turn for her, I would say, but not the best turn, but we still have Luna to go. We're going to move Luna.
Moving to new sector.
And then we're going to have Luna search for data. And I'll tell you why that's going to be important.
Collecting data.
But of course, we only get a 1. This is tragic because it's so inefficient to pick up 1 data at a time. Okay. Well, first things first, we're going to go to, now that's going to be the end of Fee's turn, so we're going to collect her dice. She's got a 1, a 1, and a 1 across the board on her dice, her cubes rather, so that's good. We did not use the execute reverse Y33T. That's okay. We're going to, though. She's going to do that. That's why we needed the data on the other node. Blew up our plan. So I think we're going to have to spend 2 time to get up there and place the pylon. I don't think we have a choice. However, moving on to Alice, I think the first thing we're going to do with Luna, I really needed data. But it's such a waste to only collect 1. So I think we're not going to do that. But what we are going to do is use her green die to collect materials. That'll put her down to 2. We'll put that right here. That will collect the 2 materials here. Put them there. That is good. That was her first of her actions. Her free move action. I don't think we want to do anything with the storm, but this is going to be rough. We're going to move up here 1, 2. That is not wonderful, right? And then we have everything we need. So we're going to use her blue die here to build our first pylon. So we're going to put that there. We're going to get one of the black cubes out. We're going to mark that we did this. We're going to do all this stuff here. So the first thing, oh, wait a second. Oh my gosh, hold on. We can't do that, y'all. Can't do it. Can't do it. This is going to take another turn. Oh man, this is rough. Okay, we did not do that. So this is at 3. And the reason we did not do that is because we need engineering, and I got to get that done. So this is going to go, instead of that, maybe we won't move. We're not going to move yet. We'll have Luna pull her into there. We're not going to move yet. We're going to take that whole action back. We haven't moved. We're going to do this in theorize on Alice's board We could investigate there. That is an uninvestigated site. If we investigate, she will get the insight, but we'll get 2 breakthroughs. I think theorizing right now is better, so we're going to knock that down to 2. We're going to theorize. What that does is give both of them an insight, and for Alice, that means that we gained an engineering comprehension, and we're going to get an engineering breakthrough. Hopefully it's something really, really good. Now we're going to be a turn out farther getting that pylon built. What do we get? We get Fire Eclipse Laser. Each local explorer may change their elevation. If they do, they tick up a die and a cost of material. That is quite powerful. And as long as we're local, we can do that. So we got to stick together now. That means we're going to move her thing up. I think we're going to get, seems like we're going to have, we already have, yeah, I think we're going to go for robotics with her. We need Luna's cool ability. So that's going to go around to robotics. That was both of our dice. So she's going to have to rest her orange die. We'll tick that up to 1. And that will push us up a time. Luna is up there. We haven't done anything with Luna yet. I think we're not going to move Luna, but she is going to search for more data. So let's do that.
Collecting data.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. There's now 3 data there. Now we can collect that data next turn and get next action and get some stuff out of it. That is awesome. Okay, well, let's end her actions there. That is all that she could do. She does have a free move. We're not going to take advantage of it, so we're going to collect her dice. And she has a 1-1-2 on her dice right now, so not terrible, not great. Okay, back around to Fiona. Fiona is at the Scarab, on that site. We can do this ground. She is grounded. She could literally do that, take a brief interlude. That might be something to do because her dice are not in great shape. She could get her orange die because she's going to need to do some traversing and put it up to 3. And then she's going to, I don't know what I think we're going to have to use some data to pull. I want to pull Alice into that space instead of use the 2 time. So I think what we're going to do here is we are going to take this and we're going to put it here. We're going to take an interlude. We are grounded. It says, if you are grounded, you may do this. So that's going to put it up to 3. That is really good, actually. We could put any die there. Actually, that's not the die I want there. I want this one. We're going to put this one up there. I think that's going to be more useful to us. And then we have one other die, and I think we're going to get that breakthrough for her. She has a free move. It would cost a time to move up here. I don't think that's very valuable. I could do this die and invest. No, that space has been investigated already. I feel stuck, actually, with her, because I need us to get that pylon built and then start moving out. But I don't want to move her too far away. She's already far away from Luna. When the storm changes, it's going to be bad. Because I can't pull her back down. She'll get more distress. This kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Okay. All right. Well, actually, what am I talking about? I know we have to do it. We have to use... No, we don't have to use a die to do the execute reverse Y33T, but we are going to use this to collect data. So this is going to tick down to nothing. That sucks. She won't be able to use that without spending time, but we are going to collect 2 data. And that will give us, I'm sorry, not 2 data, but yeah, 2 data from here, from Luna's node. Now we have 4 data. Now we can actually use the execute Y33T ability, which we're going to do right now. You can use it once per turn at the cost of 1 data. We're going to spend 1 of our data, pull her into there so that we don't have to spend the 2 time. She will rest this die. This die will go up to 2, and that will push us up a time. So we're going to get the pylons built without crossing the storm again. That's not as bad. All right. We've already done everything. We did not move Luna on purpose, so we're going to collect our dice. And that is it for Fiona. She's doing things, just not moving around. Wait a second. Yeah, that's what we did. Okay. So we did not get a new breakthrough there yet, but we will. That is okay. All right, now we're going to take one more turn. We're going to go back to Alice. Alice is there in the spot with everything she needs now. This is good. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to construct our pylon. Again, we need engineering. We need to spend a die, which we will do. we're going to build the pylon. We need to spend two of each of our resources. So let's do that. That's 2 data, 2 materials, and 2 power to build the pylon. That pylon is going to be built here. So we have our first pylon built. We're going to take one of the black cubes, put it on this card right here. I don't know if you can see it, but we're going to do that. And so we're actually getting something done. I did have to use a die for that. I think for her, I will use the orange die. It's going to take it down to nothing. We'll put that right there for the moment, just while we finish her turn. Okay, what we're going to do next is she is going to use her blue die to, we could theorize and get a science chemistry breakthrough. We might need it. Or I could have Luna collect more data. So we're going to have to rest. Yeah, we'll do that. I have one more data. We will collect the data before she gets off that space, though. So we're going to use this to theorize, which will put both of them up one more on the track, and that is going to give Fiona a breakthrough. She's going to turn it to robotics again as well, but she now has a chemistry breakthrough right there, which is great. Let's see what we get from a chemistry breakthrough. Now, these typically use materials. So we're going to have to get more materials as we go too. What do we get? Drink behemoth secretions. A local explorer. Oh, this is fantastic. She's going to use this on her turn. A local explorer can not be impaired. Can get rid of an impairment. That is outstanding at the cost of a material and no action. Limit once per turn. That is outstanding. So there's a symbol on there. I don't quite remember what it does. I'm going to take a look at this chart and see it's the little minus sign. What does that do? I think it just means you're taking it off. It doesn't show it here. So I'm going to look. Oh, there it is. Gain or remove 1 distress. So this is remove 1 distress. Okay, that is fantastic. All right. That is her other die, and then we're going to rest her green one. So it's going to go up to 3. That is rested. And we still haven't crossed the storm yet, so that is amazing. Now, I still have Luna to go, but I can't collect anything, so I don't think I want to do any. I think I'll have her look for some materials there. Why not? Doesn't hurt anything. She'll look for some materials, but I want her to stay there to collect the data that's there. So we'll get some materials there. Not that it's going to matter.
Scanning for materials.
It could matter. We could collect those on our way out with Alice. That is good. And we got, we still have to get close enough to use the bionic leash. Okay. Because the storm is going to change. They're both going to be in the storm at the start of their next turn. Yeah, that's bad. I just realized that we did that. I mean, it could be okay, except for the distress part, I think. Yeah. All right, well, we had to get that pylon built. That was an absolute necessity. I could have, Luna's thing was just Luna doing her thing. I can't get her close enough to leash her in one turn anyway, in the next turn anyway, so I don't think it's going to matter. Leash her up to the storm. I'll have to move her back into the scarab, I think. But she's going to start her storm in there, her turn in there. But she also has this, so if we can collect a couple materials, she can get rid of those impairments over the course of 2 turns. As we move now toward the south part and try and get the other pylon built. Man, that was really challenging to get the pylon built. So we're going to end her turn by doing this. This goes up 1, and we are going to suffer the effects of the storm. That means this is going to go away. We're going to pull another one out. And it is going to be grounded now. It says, all local explorers are immediately elevated. Oh, that is wonderful. Oh, man, how lucky can you get? Immediately place all explorers on your node together onto an adjacent revealed node. Everyone resolves when entering effects. Okay, so we also have to do this. This is also interesting and helpful because this is actually helpful. We don't have to, it says resolve the entering effects. Oh, that's bad. That's actually bad. It's not terrible. It would be for Fiona if we go here. That's 2 time. Man, let me think about that part. We're going to have to do that. So we did get something cool there. We're no longer, because of the way the card reads top to bottom, so we don't have to do, we're not going to suffer the ill effects of being in a storm. That's okay. That's not a bad part, which means no more distress. However, we have to do this part. Immediately place all explorers on your node together onto an adjacent node. So this is Alice, right? So she's the only one that has to do this. We have to suffer the time effects. So, okay. I think there's no effects here, not time effect, but this effect. So she's going to move there. That's an adjacent node. Again, immediately place all explorers on your node together onto an adjacent revealed node. We're going to go there. That's actually going to help her because it's going to give her some insight. Wrong person. That's Alice. Alice gains some insight. She's closer to a robotics breakthrough. And that is going to be what happens with the storm. That was not terrible. Wow. Okay. I'll take it. And then we're going to collect all her dice. And we're going to call this a day. That is going to mark the end of... Wait, before we finish that, can I do this? Each local explorer, I don't have any materials. Or I don't have any energy, so I can't do that. That sucks. All right, but we do have it available to us. I also have this. Once I get her robotics breakthrough, I can actually use this. And basically, what happens is I smash it, and I get to roll 2 dice and collect all that stuff. So that's going to be good. We got to get that robotics breakthrough. But we needed the engineering breakthrough to be able to build the pylon. Now we have it. I need... actually, you know what? We're going to change hers to engineering because she is going to need engineering in case she's the one that ends up building the next pylon, which is way down the bottom side of the board. I don't think we're going to quite make it. So we're about to flip over again and lose another endurance. We may not, or we may run out of time. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying this. I know the viewership on this has been low. I thought people would be more interested in Unsettled. No, I'm not actually looking for massive viewership. I just want to make sure people are enjoying it. And if people aren't watching it, that means they probably aren't that interested, which means they may not be enjoying it, right? So, well, a lot of takeaways there, I know. But let me know your thoughts. Is this something we should continue? I would like to finish the scenario. I think this game is fantastic. It's challenging. It's interesting. It's diverse. There's so much replayability. Even if you're playing the same planets again, there's 3 different tasks. There's things to do. Plus, I got a expansion pack, survival pack, that has different tasks in it for Renora, Grakkis, and Zeron. So there's even more to do in the game, and I'm not using the other expansions that give you the sideboards because I wasn't familiar with this planet and I didn't want to add any complexity to it. So anyway, thanks, take care, and I'll talk to you in the next episode. That wasn't too long, about 20 minutes. Not so bad. If I can keep them short and tight, maybe you'll enjoy watching them through the end. Okay. Please do, though, like, share, and subscribe. Also, I'm going to end this, if you're still listening, I'm going to end this by saying I have another channel. It's you'll see it linked in some things. It's called The Greatness Forge. And I'm using it to do my experimentation on video editing, AI editing, audio, and sound to try and improve. I'm trying to do and improve my ability to tell stories through this medium with cutscenes and stuff like that. Please, if you want to, go check it out and subscribe over there. I'm posting stuff there up all the time. Just got a hold of the alpha version of Runway's Gen 3 video creator. It's pretty amazing. So check that out. I did a short horror film that only took me about an hour to create in 2 minutes. That's significant, though it's not that great. It's kind of cheesy, but it does show off the capabilities of the tools I have. And I also did a little commercial for Santorini that took about a half hour. You can still tell there's AI stuff in them, but it's getting better. And again, I want to use this medium not to exploit or anything like that, but just to tell stories. I have a lot of stories. I play a lot of games. I like to tell the stories of the games, and this is a medium where you can do that without having to go hire a firm for tens of thousands of dollars to build an intro for you, right? So it's cool. All right, y'all, take care, and I'll see you in the next episode of something. Bye-bye.